Yo, it's Krogel. Welcome back to another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. And today, we're going to be battling in the RU tier, which stands for Rarely Used if you do not know. And like always, our opponent is from our Twitch live streams, so if you'd like to have a chance to battle, definitely go ahead and check out the Twitch link in the description. So, looking at my opponent's team, he's bringing some really cool Pokemon. He has Lycanroc and Dusk, most likely his Z-Mover. You know, Lycanroc Z-Move is pretty dope. Then we have Torterra, which is most likely a double dance set with Swords Dance, Rock Polish, all that. And we have Golisopod, which is either a Hazard Setter Golisopod or a Choice Banded Golisopod. Either or, Golisopods are really, really good. Then we have most likely his Mega, the Steelix. And then we have Espeon, which is probably maybe Choice Specs Espeon. I don't know, I see a lot of Choice Specs Espeon. Maybe he's a defensive Espeon too, I don't know. Then we have Emolga as well. Not really sure what his Emolga wants to do in this battle, but on our side, we have Bernie the Torkoal, which is holding the Heat Rock to get 8 turns of Sun. Then we have Grape the Gligar, our little boy. He's holding the Eviolite to get that thick damage. Then we have Hawaii, our Venusaur, holding the Life Orb. Definitely gonna be a heavy hitter in the battle. Then we have Jitters, our Flygon, holding the Choice Scarf, so we can outspeed pretty much everything on his team. Then we have Zenus, our shiny Charizard, holding the Choice Specs, and he is also gonna really hit hard this battle because of the Sun and the Choice Specs. Then we have Hillary, our Slowking, holding the Assault Vest. Gonna get that nice regenerator going on. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the battle. So leading off, I go ahead and lead off with Bernie. Gonna set up some rocks as he leads off with his Lycanroc, which is a really weird pick. I thought he would probably lead off with his Steelix set up rocks, but nope. So first turn, I'm actually going to swap out because I don't want to take a rock type move from him and go into Grape, because Grape will eat pretty much everything. But our little boy, he actually goes for the Swords Dance instead. Gets a little greedy there, which is fine, which is really, really fine. Because he is going to get scared out by Grape, the little bat boy, and go into Golisopod. And, shiny Golisopod too, nice. Gonna go ahead and hit that Earthquake. And it doesn't deal too much damage to him, which is fine, because Grape is more of a defensive Pokemon than an offensive Pokemon. So, I say in here, go for the U-turn, because if he does Aqua Jet me, it's in the Sun, it's not going to hurt too much. So we are faster than him, so we're going to Hawaii, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe he wants to go for Waterfall or something, but he does reveal these spikes, so he is a Hazard Setter Golisopod. Now we are faster. He goes ahead and switches out into his Espeon. Maybe, I'm not sure what he's predicting, but, you know, he's probably want to go for the Scare Me Out, go for a Psyche or something like that. But we do go for the Growth, which gives us +2 in both attack and special attack in the Sun. Now, we're faster than everything because of Chlorophyll, and we're going to go for that Life Orb +2 boosted Solar Beam, which is going to go ahead and take out the Espeon. Nice. Hawaii picking up the first kill. As he does go into Emolga. Him not knowing I outspeed with Chlorophyll, he thinks he outspeeds, so he's going to go stay in as I go for the Hidden Power Fire boosted by the Sun, as he is Focus Sash. And goes for the nice Air Slash. And it doesn't actually KO us, because Hawaii is pretty fat. Now he's going to go for the Protect here, and scout out and see what we're going to go for, as well as stall out the Sun. As we do go for another Hidden Power, he's going to go ahead and switch out, save his Emolga for Death Fodder later, or maybe potentially outspeed our Pokemon later on. He goes back into Golisopod, and we just keep going for Hidden Power Fires because, you know, we hit hard with those. And it does actually KO because, you know, +2 Sun boosted Life Orb. So we actually are 20 HP. He goes into the Torterra here. Now I'm thinking, he is most likely the dual dance set. But I'm dead either way, so I go for the Hidden Power. Doesn't actually KO. Gets really, really close. He goes for the Earthquake. And knocks out Hawaii. Hawaii did pretty well. Hawaii got 2 kills and then weakened 2 of his Pokemon down. So Hawaii definitely put in a lot of work. And we do see he is leftover, so maybe not the dual dance set. As we do go into Grape because, he can't really touch us with much. As we go for the Defog because I figure I want them spikes gone and we eat anything he wants to go for. He does go for the Synthesis, which, he's going to get his health back. We do see leftovers as well, so he's going to get even more health back. So I know I'm not going to be able to KO him because Gligar is not offensive at all. We're going to go for U-turn. It is super effective. It does a nice chunk to him, but doesn't deal enough. So we're going to go swap out into our Bernie to get the sun back up because it did fade. And I think this turn he does actually go for the Leech Seed. So he is a very, 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 I guess, tanky or bulky, whatever you want to call it, with 3 forms of recovery on his Torterra. So this thing does not want to die anytime soon. Now, we are full health, so I'm going to actually stay in. And he does go for the Synthesis, thinking that we outsped him, but nope, Bernie is very, very slow. And we're going to go ahead and set up the Stealth Rocks so the Amoga cannot switch in for free later on in the battle. And, he's taking more Leech Seed damage, but I know for a fact that we do live one of anything he wants to go for, but we are going to switch out Bernie to preserve the sun later on in the battle, because we do still have Zenith taking advantage of it, as he does go for the Earthquake. Nice. And Solar Power is taking down on us, which is fine. Solar Power honestly is a really nice ability. Essentially is a free Life Orb. But he goes into Amoga, sacks it off, gets the free switch as we do go for Fire Blast and miss it. Solar Power is still taking down on us. He goes into Lycanroc this turn, and he definitely is going to go and scare us out because of the Cell Rock. So we're going to switch out and go back into your boy Grape because he is super thick and will take any hit. As he does reveal the Cell Rock, and that was a crit. They did a lot for a crit, even with Eviolite and all that. But he is scared of us. He does switch out into Steelix, not sure why, because both Steelix and Lycanroc are weak to my Earthquake. So, not sure why he'd want to go for that. But he does. And he does eat it fairly well because, he is still a Steelix. And, like I predicted, he definitely is a Mega Steelix, because why would you want to bring regular Steelix to an RU battle, right? So he goes ahead and Mega Evolves, which is fine and dandy, as we do go for the U-turn because we definitely are faster than this slow snake. And now we are going to go back out into Zenith because I figure the only offensive moves he has is a Steel type and Ground type move. So he goes ahead and reveals the Heavy Slam, which does a lot, but it does not KO us. And the Solar Power is still taking down really, really low health. As we do go for the Overheat, because Overheat is more accurate than our Fire Blast by 5 points, I believe, and it actually does hit a lot harder, which we don't really need because we are Choice Specs, Modest, all that. The Sun does fade this turn as he goes into Torterra, and I'm actually going to go ahead and swap out this turn and go back out into Bernie, set up the Sun for the last time. As he does, go ahead and go for the Leech Seed. I know, definitely he's thinking, okay, I can just stall out his Charizard because he's -2, all that. Nope. So he's getting his health back. Bernie's losing health, which is fine and dandy because Bernie is super fat and will take 1 hit from his Earthquakes. Bernie lives very, very low and goes for Toxic. At this point, Bernie wasn't useful in the battle at all, so I was just trying to sack him off, but Bernie actually did live that time. Very, very good. And we live on 4 health this turn, so Bernie's going to stay in and stall out even more of his toxic, and he does reveal the wood hammer for the first time, which doesn't really matter because everything is either neutral or resistant to it except for Hillary. But the rest of his Pokemon are physical attackers, I believe, so Hillary most likely won't be shown. But we do go back out into Zenith because he does outspeed, and we go for the Overheat again because it is more accurate than Fire Blast, and take out the Torterra. Get the -2 special attack drop. Honestly, I feel like Charizard would still hit very hard even with -2 attack, but I do live on 8 health from a Solar Power to send out the Lycan Rock. And I'm just going to go ahead and sack off Zenith because he does have a Cell Rock, and Zenith is not going to ever outspeed his Lycan Rock. So, goodbye, Zenith. We do see that he has Life Orb, which is kind of cool. And go back out into Grape as he goes for the Swords Dance. Gets greedy because, I mean, what else can you do? It's a very, very fat Pokemon with Eviolite, but we do go for the Earthquake here, and we do finish off the battle. So that was a pretty good battle. I enjoyed that. This Sun team is pretty cool. But if you guys have enjoyed, definitely go ahead and subscribe, click that like button, and for the question of the day, which was your favorite Pokemon of the battle? So go ahead and leave that down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time.